Hi, my name is Claire Martin and this is Claire's Footsteps, and today I am in the Norwegian fjords. We got here quite late last night. We took a flight from Bergen to Sogndal, a tiny propeller plane. I'm a little bit scared of flying and it was quite a bumpy ride because the weather hasn't been great, so I was a little bit scared, but we landed all safely and then we got a lift from Sogndal airport to here. So we got here in the dark. We got here about 11:30 at night and then we woke up in the morning to this amazing view. So I'm just going to take you back to last night. We had a lovely warm welcome at the Fjaerland Fjordstove Hotel. It was such a cozy, lovely place. Then went to bed and woke up in the morning too. I've just woken up and we got here really late last night, so we couldn't see any of the view. And I've just woken up and oh my goodness, the view outside of our windows is incredible. Alright, we've just been on a fishing trip, which was pretty hilarious. I don't eat fish, so I didn't do any of the fishing, but I just went for the boat trip. And it was cold, but we got some amazing fjord views. And then everyone else went fishing, and I just sat back and enjoyed the scenery. So it was really quite pleasant. Alright, so the other group is just coming back in there. And this is the fjord where we have woken up. It's so gorgeous. Now we're heading off to this sauna. We were going to go on one of the floating saunas, but because the weather's quite bad, we're not able to, unfortunately. So we're going to an on-land one instead. There's nothing I enjoy more than getting in from like a cool, cold adventure. Not that that was that long, but then having a nice hot cup of coffee to warm up. So we are going to the sauna now. Apparently we can go swimming in the fjord. It's about 8 degrees, which is actually warmer than the fjord we went swimming in Bergen. So I might give it a go, although with the snow around, it does feel like it's going to be much colder. All right, we are back from the sauna. Didn't quite make it in the sea. It just looked that little bit kind of hazardous to go down the snow and into the sea. But apparently it was only 8 degrees. But I think the fact that it is much colder and snowy here made it seem like it would be a lot colder. I'm just waiting for lunch now. So we're staying in the Fjaerland Fjordstove Hotel and it's absolutely lovely. It's right on the fjord, the most amazing views that you'll have seen already in the video. It has a real homely atmosphere. They can serve breakfast, lunch and dinner here for any guests. They do little talks on the fjords. They have a real like community area which is super cozy and the perfect place to spend a bit of time in. They aren't usually open in the winter, but I think they can open for big groups. So if you're visiting the fjords in a big group, I think you can come here whatever the year, and they're open throughout the summer months. So I'm just going to go inside now and see if lunch is ready. Lunch was divine. This is my veggie starter and this is my partner's fish starter. And then I had this homemade mushroom pasta. It was incredible. Then we headed off to the Glacier Museum. Woo! So much snow! Jostedalsbreen is the largest glacier in continental Europe and it is very close to Fjaerland, which is one of the reasons why such a small village is very popular with tourists. And it's also why there's this huge glacier museum. It's a really fascinating museum, lots about conservation and lots about the geology of glaciers as well. There aren't any polar bears here though, they're only up in Svalbard. Right, the Glacier Museum was excellent, really interesting and loads of really immersive exhibitions which was really cool. Lots of information about glaciers and lots of information about what we can do to protect them, which is really important. Now we are just about to drive to Flam. It's about a 2-hour drive and we're going to go through the world's longest tunnel to get there. And we arrived in Flam. This is the hotel room that we had. Fretheim Hotel is a really old world historic hotel. It was originally the house of an English lord, but it opened as a hotel in the 19th century and has remained a cornerstone of Flam's tourist industry since. Alright, we've just had dinner and I just came outside to take a photo of the Fretheim Hotel, which is where we're staying. Yeah, I'm going to explain it a bit when we're back inside, but look how pretty this is. It feels like we're back at Christmas. So we had a really nice dinner at the hotel restaurant. I obviously had the veggie option, which was beetroot salad a vegetable ragu with like 5 layers of different vegetables and some bechamel sauce and then some green beans, which was lovely. Then we all had a white chocolate mousse for dessert, and other people had seafood and lamb, I think was the main for meat. Yeah, really nice food. I've noticed the food in Norway is very fresh, and they do good veggie options as well, which is really nice. So I've always had very good food and very quite creative inspired food, and it always looks very nice on the plate, which is really nice. Anyway, I bailed on after dinner drinks because honestly I really wanted to have a bath. There's a bathtub in this room, and I was just like, we don't have a bath in our flat, so whenever we travel anywhere where there is a bath, I'm like, need to have a bath. That is my top priority. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do tonight. So this was day 1 in the fjords. Good morning, it is day 2 in the fjords. Just heading down to breakfast now. It's quite early, it's like about 7:30. I think breakfast buffet has just opened, and we're heading out at 8:15 to go on a snowshoeing hike, so this should be interesting. So I'm going to go check out the breakfast buffet now, see what that's got to offer, and then yeah, off to the mountains.
So it's just a little button. Yeah. Go down. Everyone's at the bottom there. This is a winter wonderland.
That snowshoe hike was excellent. We hiked up to the top of a viewpoint and we could see the field, which was absolutely beautiful. And it was good fun as well. Like, you kind of strapped these, you said they're like baskets. They're a bit like shorter, wider skis, but they're very gripped so you don't slide down. And yeah, it was just like going for a walk, but a bit more fun. And then we had a beautiful view over the viewpoint. And then we sloped down a hill, which was very interesting. Fell a little bit and got snow all down my trousers. But yeah, it was good fun. Now we're off for a rib sea safari. No, sorry. Now we're off for a rib fjord safari. So hopefully we'll see the fjords up close and learn a bit more about them.
I'm not gonna lie, it was so cold on this boat that I didn't actually get any footage other than a couple of pictures. Visibility wasn't great. I imagine this would have been epic in better weather, but unfortunately it just wasn't cooperating with us today.
That was a massive rush between when the rib tour ended and when we had to get on the train. So it's a leg it back from the port to the hotel to get our stuff and then on the train. But we are on the scenic Flam Railway now. Unfortunately, because the visibility hasn't been great today, the views aren't incredible, but they are still very nice. And I can see how the views would be unreal if the weather was a bit better. So it's definitely worth doing on your Norway trip, even if the weather isn't so good while you're here, because it's an interesting train journey, it's a historic train journey, and it's a good way to get to Bergen. But yeah, I can imagine if the weather was a bit clearer, the views would have been even more epic. And the weather here is a little bit on the rough side. It is snowy, basically blizzardy, and I think about -6 degrees. We've got about 40 minutes, in my eyes, we've got about 40 minutes until our next train, so I think I'm going to go wait in the waiting room. Don't think I'm going to wait out here. This is a Norwegian winter. Our next train is going to take us all the way back to Bergen, so that will be nice.
Then we left the fjords, we got on the Bergensbanen, which is the train that takes us all the way back into the centre of Bergen. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do give it a like if you have, and please subscribe to see more videos from Norway and elsewhere around the world. Thank you. Bye.